Hello and welcome to your number one news source for all that nerdish on sites where you can find people having sex. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the warden Matt Ritter. It's a new way to say it, and depending on our relationship with Pornhub, who knows? I'm your host, patron saint of podcasting, the warden Matt Ritter, and I'm here with my co-host today. She's host of the She Lead Showcase Inside the Mind of In the Crowd and Storytime with everyone's favorite cater tot, Miss Kate Kizzy Baby.
Hey, hello.
How you doing?
My chest hurts. But I'm fine. I've been coughing all weekend. It's just like deep, visceral coughs. But I'm fine. I'm here. It's Monday.
What's the matter, Will?
Probably because you said it weird.
Threw him off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. You can find us where you find people having sex. It's a thing. You're sick. I was all excited because we did a show Saturday and my ear popped and I thought, oh, the pressure's finally gone. And then it came back and I'm still stuffed. I don't handle change material. Well, that's what happens when you go to Florida and you meet a bunch of friends and I feel fucking FOMO. All right. I change things on you when you come back, like the locks, motherfucker. I love you, Will.
Jesus. So your ear popped on Saturday because you were shaving your head and you got all excited.
Yeah, now it's back. So that was the thing. I did Smaggin' Raw with you and Steve from Heel Face Pod. I did Young Kings Wrestling yesterday, and my daughter Zoe hopped in and gave us a little Peasant of the Week soundbite, and I am now dubbing her officially the first second-generation guest host to appear on Young Kings Wrestling. So make sure you guys go turn into our boys Young Kings Wrestling today in their newest episode and hear us talk Royal Rumble and all sorts of fun things and not so fun things. Then I did If You Have to Ask last night, which is already up on Patreon and available. It is me, Mara, Bridget, and of course my wife, Kate. Not my white Kate. I mean, she is my white wife, but that's not really important. My wife, Kate, and that's called Bad Relationships and Breast Milk. So
I got the email.
Yeah, go check that out because that was a good fucking time. Both Mara and Bridget showed up Friday. I hopped in the chat and they're like, "Can we be on If You Have to Ask?" And I'm like, "Let me ask Kate. We'll see what's going on." So Kate was like, "Hell yeah, let's do it." And we had a good time last night. So patreon.com/Creatia World. I have a link here I can put up for you if you guys don't understand English because I'm not speaking it very well lately. Right there. I may have flubbed a word or two on smacking her on. Katie won't let it go. So
perhaps.
Patreon.com/Creatia World. Go there for $1. You not only get If You Have to Ask, the latest episode, which is already up. It was recorded last night. You also get Multiverse of Travis and Mara. You get Return to Wrestling with me and Travis covering old school WCW. All that there, plus back catalogs for all of the podcasts that we have. So every episode that's been recorded for those three podcasts, all of that for $1. Katie, what have you been watching and playing lately?
Oh, well, it's the same answer every week because I don't do shit. I'm not really watching anything. I'm not really playing anything. I am starting to get back into like writing again. Not even just like wrestling stuff, just like for me. I was going through my Gmail and I found stuff from when I took writing classes in college and a really nice note from one of my professors. And I was like, oh, that made me happy. So now I'm trying to like get back into that and focus on that.
All right. I want to thank Chris for coming through. Christopher Jackson, Denver, hanging out with us today. We appreciate it. I agree. Women's Rumble was the best. I bought Incarnate and No One Lives. So those are in the library for 2 weeks from now.
I was going to say 2 weeks.
I watched Oculus. I will get on Barricade at some time this week and take notes for the episode of Getting Off. You and I recording Sunday because I'm not so like Smaggin' Raw, Young Kings Wrestling. If You Have to Ask, Creatia Conversation Monday, Creatia Conversation Wednesday, probably Get You a Podcast Wednesday. They both, Vince and Justin hit me up separately, and they're both like, "Hey, are you free on Wednesday to come on get you a podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." And then Vince is like, the sweaty session is going to be blah, 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 blah. And then Justin's like, the sweaty session is going to be blah, 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 blah. And they weren't the same thing. So I
Of
just
course they weren't.
added both of their texts and sent it to each other and said, let me know what the fucking sweaty session is between the two of you. So I'm going to be on Get Your Podcast Wednesday. Then we do Smagging a Raw again and getting off. So like, it's going to be a busy week, but
wow, taking my title.
Everybody piece of the warden this week, apparently.
Everybody does. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Roman matches are Roman matches. Hopefully that all changes come WrestleMania.
Finish the story, Cody, please.
The best part of the Logan match is watching him get his ass smashed by Kevin Owens after the DQ for me, so.
I'm sorry, who?
Kevin Owens.
Who did Kevin Owens smash?
Logan Paul.
Paul.
We are going to talk a little bit of wrestling today. I have an article from your friend Haley that she wrote about some stuff, so we're going to talk about that. Final Fantasy 12, been playing that, and Diablo. I hit up John. I'm like, you want to play some Diablo? And he's like, I was just on Fortnite for hours. I need a break. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just going to go play Final Fantasy 12 then, because that's the one I still haven't beat yet. So
there you go.
Hopped on that a little bit last night. But I want to thank everyone for joining us live. If you're joining us live at twitch.tv/Creatia World, where if you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. If you have Prime Gaming, you can link it to your Twitch account. When you do that, you get a free sub every month. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it helps support your favorite content creators like me or her. That one.
No,
every time.
This guy.
Katie's taken subs since 2005, so please go be one over there at the She Leads Showcase. And you can rotate it between us. You can even give it to Botch Spots and Chair Shots. Our boy will be here, I believe, tomorrow. So he'll be here with Bridget. Come check that out as well. We love Botch Spots and Chair Shots, Will and Allison and everyone over there. But the fact is, you have to do it from your computer. It will not let you do it from the app on your phone, which is how I do everything. So you go on your computer, you go to subscriptions, you've linked all your shit, you click it, the option will come up, you select use free sub, you give it to someone, and for a month you are supporting them at no extra cost to you. And it's a nice thing to do for a little extra time to do it off your computer, and maybe you're already watching on your computer, so go check that out as well. Yeah. What up, Jaylan? Boy, Jaylan's in the building. By the way, I just want you to know, Kate fucking loves the intro to If You Have to Ask. Like, absolutely. We were talking about it last night. She said it's a bop. She fucking loves it.
It's great.
Here. Everything Jaylan does over at Heel Tactics _ Jaylan on the beat, the music for every show that I host, the stuff on Patreon, all that, the dude fucking kills it. So if you guys need some music for whatever the fuck you're producing, go hit up at Heel Tactics _ on Twitter and get at our boy, because he's really good at what he does. You guys can also be watching us at youtube.com/Creatia World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. And what does that do?
Boost the algorithm and helps find new listeners.
Erect. And speaking of erect, Katie, what am I?
A whore.
For your likes, for your comments, for your views, for your listens, I am a whore, ladies and gentlemen. I am here to do anything and everything to entertain you. I've taken my shirt off. We cover porn awards. I make innuendos. I bring on guests. I make fun of Vince. I restarted the Pornhub Poppy race against his will, and anything to keep you guys entertained and engaged. That's what we're here to do, because I need to be used by you, your friends, your family, audio-wise or video-wise. If they want to view me, please do. Everyone that you care about, if you enjoy me, you think they will, please share me with them and everything Creatia World with them. That's what we are here for. And I ask to be used as much as possible. And while using me, please flick that bean. Hit that notification bell up top. Get notified every time we go live, Monday through Friday for...
Oh, you were asking me. Creatia Conversation.
Every Saturday at 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern for...
Smagging a Raw.
Every other Sunday for...
Getting Offed.
just like this Sunday, also 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern time, and any other content that we might drop for you guys randomly here or there. If you want to know when we got new stuff coming out, you need to get notified. You need to flick that bean, hit that notification bell. Yeah, I think it's newsy time now. I think we've wasted enough time. Let's get into what the show's about.
Newsy time.
All right, newsy time. What do we got going on here?
I don't know. This is your show.
Well, nice. I'm glad. I appreciate y'all. We love Jaylan. Chris is still talking men's Royal Rumble. So since we're doing that, let's talk Royal Rumble news. Let's talk women's Royal Rumble news. Let's talk Jordynne Grace in the Royal Rumble. As I said, good friend of Katie, Haley Miller, over at comicbook.com, as well as half of podcast over at Fightful with Kylie, another friend of Katie's. Jordynne Grace teases further cross-promotional work between WWE and TNA. TNA knockout Jordynne Grace teases more collaborations between WWE and TNA. During the Women's Rumble match, if you guys saw it, you guys know what we're talking about. Fans in attendance were treated to a huge surprise when Juggernaut Jordynne Grace entered at number 5, who is currently TNA Knockouts World Champion. She defeated Trinity, or Naomi, depending on how you know her, at Hard to Kill at TNA pay-per-view earlier this month, as rumors stated that the former 3-time WWE Women's Champion would be returning to the company. She did end up making a return after 2 years away, entering at number 2, the same number that her husband entered in the Men's Rumble. The two women hugged one another in the ring. After Grace plowed through all of the women in the ring, but as in the Royal Rumble, there are no friends. Though Grace would later be eliminated by the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. She had a great, strong showing in the match, which left a lot of fans hoping to see more. While Grace is currently signed to a long-term contract with TNA, it hasn't stopped her from hinting at other potential crossovers in the future. She said, "Thank you, WWE Universe. This won't be the last you'll see of This Is TNA" on Twitter after her appearance on the match. WWE superstar Natalya, who Grace had interactions with inside the square circle, chimed in to show her sign of support and further tease more collaborations between TNA and WWE, writing, "I can't wait to wrestle you again soon." Also, we do know that the WrestleMania is coming up. So, when a fan commented that they'd love to see an Iron Woman match between the two wrestlers, Natalya agreed. Grace signed a new contract with Impact TNA last summer after taking a few months off. Fightful Select reported the deal was for 2 years. Now, we talked a little bit about this, Katie, you and I.
We did. You and I.
Bakley said they wrestled last week as well on Impact in a rematch.
Yep.
I'm going to ignore what Taekwon said and just go with great performance. Thank you, Chris. We appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful week as well. So this is really cool just because, when Mickie James showed up, it was like, oh my God, they acknowledged her as TNA Knockouts champion and blah, blah, blah. And that's kind of huge because it's WWE. But Mickie James had a history with the company. So,
yes.
Jordynne does not. This is the first woman from another company to show up in the Royal Rumble who's not signed to the company. And that's big for future stuff. We do know that TNA has a deal for streaming with Endeavor. Endeavor is the company that owns WWE. WWE is going to Netflix, which also mixes into some news later. A lot of cool shit going on. And the idea that we're not done with these collaborations. The last time we saw anything kind of remotely similar to this was when Vince was supporting ECW back in the 90s, and they showed up and we had some actual factual ECW, not WWE ECW, but real ECW crossover stuff with Sabu jumping off the Raw sign and people showing up and Jerry Lawler going over there. So it's been a while since we've really seen shit like this from WWE, and it's cool to kind of get back to that, especially for a company like TNA who has been holding on for dear life to continue being a promotion for years and has since rebranded themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of people saying they want a Worlds Collide special like they used to do with NXT, 205 Live, and the main roster kind of stuff. I think it'd be awesome if they did TNA and just WWE, whoever, from each brand.
What do you got against Lexus King?
That chair slide though.
No, that would be cool. A Worlds Collide. Watching. My only concern is WWE has a history of making sure that WWE goes over in everything. Even though Jordan did have, like, they didn't bring Jordan Grace out and eliminate her immediately. Like, she
I know,
stayed
she
in
was
there
up there for a hot minute.
yeah, doing her thing. So, like, props to them for that. I really hope that it is a collaborative effort and we're not just like, okay, Worlds Collide, WWE wrestlers are better than TNA, we're beating everyone.
It's like the same shit Tony Khan did with TNA.
Watch.
I'm not even saying like
maybe
exchanges, not. Just come together like twice a year kind of shit.
I mean, I could also see WWE sending some people over who have a history with TNA, like Mia Yim, like AJ Styles, back to TNA to do some shit, have some matches. Like,
that'd be smart.
Right?
But, you know, WWE is not the smartest right now. So
we'll see.
For a multitude of reasons. But no, I still think anyone, so off the top of my head, Mia and AJ, and there's probably countless others who have the history with TNA or Impact as it was known for a time. So it would be cool, especially the women who have a history. So like that would be cool to work with the knockouts right there.
Don't hinder Jinder, all right? That man's a star.
Never hinder Jinder. Oh yeah.
I expected him to show up in the men's, and they didn't do it. So that was.
He's only been gone for like 2 weeks. That would have been smart.
I know you might not consider it equal, but I'd love to see Josh Alexander and Chad Gable mix it up.
I love Chad Gable. We stand Chad Gable over here.
Only like the limited amount I know of Josh Alexander is like he wears a wrestling singlet and headgear, so like I know he's a wrestler, and Chad Gable is a motherfucking wrestler's wrestler. Like,
well, fucking wrestler.
He's junior fucking Kurt Angle out here. So yeah, baby no, that'd be fun, baby Angle.
Yep.
I'm optimistic about future collaborations, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, they do it right.
Josh Alexander was on Kurt Angle's podcast yesterday. Ironically, there you go.
They could have Scripps win the X Division.
No,
listen, hold on. We talked about this on Young Kings Wrestling yesterday. Reggie is really on that shit. All right, like he's about that life. So I mean, let's see. You ever check out a movie called Jennifer's Body?
Yeah, I love that movie.
You have anything in your notes for getting off about Jennifer's Body?
No. Why?
Okay, good.
What's happening?
Bloody disgusting. This is from my boy John Squires. Diablo Cody says she's not done with Jennifer's Body and wants to make a sequel. This is an exclusive over at bloodydisgusting.com. The fan base for Kieran Kusama's 2009 horror movie Jennifer's Body has grown a whole lot in recent years, with many reevaluating the film and realizing it's got more going for it than it was given credit for back when it first came out. I personally loved it. Megan Fox stars as Jennifer in the film, a newly possessed high school cheerleader who specializes in killing her male classmates, and now, 15 years later, is being viewed as a feminist revenge movie that was ahead of its time. Jennifer's Body writer Diablo Cody is back on the horror scene with a brand new movie, Lisa Frankenstein, this year, which I do want to check out, directed by Zelda Williams, and releasing in theaters on February 9th. And Cody paid a visit to Bloody Disgusting's Boo Crew podcast this week to chat about the film. The Boo Crew chatted with Diablo Cody and Zelda Williams, and while the interview won't be going live until the week of Lisa Frankenstein's theatrical release, we are able to share a couple of exciting snippets from the interview with you this week. For starters, Cody reflected on Jennifer's Body, sharing her thoughts on the film's years later resurgence. Cody tells the Boo Crew, I mean, it's gotten progressively happier for me. At first, I was excited about it, obviously, but I was also a little bit salty because I remember thinking, well, where was this audience when the movie came out? It was a critical and commercial failure. I was a big fan. I don't know. I was pretty humiliated, to be perfectly honest with you. It was a rough experience having that movie come out. It was rough for me. It was rough for Megan Fox. And then people started suddenly talking about it like it was a good movie, which I had thought all along. Agreed.
Same.
At first, I thought, oh, where was this audience when I needed it? And then I realized that they were like 7. Cody continues. And then some people who maybe didn't appreciate it at the time have come around, and now I'm just like, there's no saltiness. Now I'm just happy. Even with the cult classic status that Jennifer's Body has attained in recent years, we've never heard any rumblings about any sort of continuation. If given the opportunity, would Diablo Cody return to the movie's universe for either a sequel or a television series? Yes, I want to do a sequel. I'm not done with Jennifer's Body. I just need to partner with people who believe in it as much as I do, and that hasn't really happened yet. I need someone to believe in it who has $1 billion.
Mood.
Fair. Amanda Seyfried was in that as well, and was fantastic in that. I love Jennifer's Body. I am so down. Taekwon said, shout out to Zelda Williams, even though he also is insulting Jennifer's Body, which was a really fun movie. Love Jennifer's Body. Would love a sequel.
Listen, she was killing boys. A perfect feminism film. Like, let's go. Especially this day and age. I need another one. Let's go. Give it to me now.
On top of all of that, Megan Fox is kind of sort of becoming Jennifer. Like, she's drinking blood and shit. Like, living the gimmick a little.
We ain't got to talk about all that.
No, we do. We absolutely do. Me and Kate were actually in the car before I even read this. We were talking about like how celebrities get weirder and weirder as time goes on. And
well, I mean, also look at who she's with. So it only makes fucking sense.
Not a big fan of that guy.
Yeah, not a lot of people are.
I saw that bullshit in theaters. I wish I would have saw this. Anyway,
start pre-reading his. You know this.
Listen, I fuck with Jennifer's Body. From beginning to end, I enjoyed the shit out of it, and I want a sequel. Yeah. So
I want a sequel. I want. Listen, that gave us New Perspective by Panic! The Disco, which was one of my favorite songs at the time. We need another like emo banger for the sequel. So if it gives me another emo pop punk song, I'm in.
Got to watch Adam Brody summon a demon and then get killed.
That's karma right there.
Amanda Seyfried in Asylum kicking motherfuckers.
Exactly. Don't put it up there.
I'm not putting it up there. He's not wrong, but I'm not putting it up there.
I am offended.
Listen, I'm also a fan of Papa Roach, and some of
Papa
that
Roach
is
one of my first concerts.
Same vein. So cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. I'm just saying. Where do we want to? Oh, more horror news. This also from Bloody Disgusting.
Okay.
Thorns from John Squire as well. Squires as well. Thorns exclusive clip from Hellraiser inspired horror movie brings the blood. So this is the thing. Like, it was at the bottom of the article that I was looking at when the Jennifer's Body thing was loading. And that title, I was like, I'm adding this because there's a clip and it's Hellraiser inspired. And I made you watch Hellraiser. So we're going to do this. We're going to check this out.
Yeah.
An homage to films including Hellraiser, The Thing, Alien, and The Exorcist, upcoming horror movie Thorns is said to be ripe with physical makeup effects and plenty of gore. And Bloody Disgusting has been provided with a bloody exclusive clip this week. From director Douglas Schulz from The Dark Below, Hellmaster, and Mimicist. Thorns features horror icon Doug Bradley from Hellraiser, said to be playing a mysterious archbishop. In Thorns, an ex-priest working for NASA is sent to investigate a remote observatory that was silent after receiving a mysterious radio signal from deep space. Upon arrival, he discovers the signal has opened a portal, unleashing a thorned monster. The former priest, speaking of thorned monsters, former priest must now summon his lost faith to stop the signal from jumpstarting the end of the world. Additionally, Dark Planet Releasing has announced the theatrical release of Thorns in collaboration with Imagine Entertainment, B&B Theaters, Sinopolis Luxury Cinemas, and Metamedia. Thorns has played to rave reviews and enthusiastic audiences at film festivals worldwide, including Psychics Brigadoon Festival, Fright Fest in London, Monsters of Film, and most recently, the film was shown as the closing night film in the New York City Horror Film Festival.
Nice.
Michigan-based Imagine Entertainment will host the North American Thorns red carpet premiere Saturday, February 17th, 2024, from its Royal Oak Theater. The premiere will feature live interviews with key cast members, including horror film icon Doug Bradley, who's received the 2023 New York City Horror Film Festival's Lifetime Achievement Award.
As you should.
All right, let's do the fun thing and play the clip.
Yay, clips.
Oh, there it is.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Come on now. Hey. Sit down here. Oh, stay with me, sister. Are you? What do you say? What? Are you praying? Lord's Prayer? Lord's Prayer, okay? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. It's helping as we forgive those. It's working.
I don't think it's working.
What? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, that was it? Oh,
That was it. Little teaser.
Boo.
Uh,
Not that type
right
of
after that cutoff. I also laughed at former priest working at NASA because, like,
I have a lot of questions about the premise of this movie, including that. But I mean, the clip didn't really give me a whole lot, but I am intrigued. I'll say that.
when you add in NASA, a thorn demon,
Doug Bradley,
the Catholic Church, and Doug Bradley, who arguably the most famous scene from Hellraiser is in Hellraiser 3 when he is in the church doing the mock crucifixion. One of my favorite things. And technically Pinhead is considered a priest of hell. I am intrigued.
Hellraiser, Pinhead should show up in the movie just somehow. Just a little cameo. But it's Doug Bradley still. He's just in the background somewhere. Makes sense.
I'm down. I'm excited. That should be fun. That should be fun shit. Speaking of fun shit, ladies and gentlemen, I talked about it earlier. We got a Patreon, and I said all the things about the Patreon. What I didn't tell you is if you click that link right there, there are other tiers besides that $1 tier. So if you want to show us a little bit more support, you can. Go click the link, find out what our other tiers have to offer. Spoiler alert, one of those tiers will give you this show ad-free. But if you are watching us live, we have some sponsors, and Travis is here to tell you all about them.
Happening, y'all. I know we're having a lot of fun right now, but I actually want to talk to you about something very important: your health. You see, life is full of twists and turns, and that's why having the right health insurance matters. I want to make sure you have the coverage you need without breaking the bank, and that starts with speaking to me for absolutely no charge. Having health insurance isn't just about doctor visits, though. It's about living a healthier, happier life. Physical health and mental well-being go hand in hand, and that's why the plans I represent cover not just the physical, but the mental aspects of your health as well. And here's the deal. I'm very good at what I do. So not only can I find you the perfect plan, but I might even be able to get you one for free. That's right, free advice and a free plan. Your health is too important to compromise. So let's chat, find the right plan, and ensure your well-being. Just visit health.creatiaworld.com today to schedule a free consultation. The link is right here in the description. That's health.creatiaworld.com. Your health, your future.
Your health, your future. I was looking at something and it asked me what my top 5 favorite Pokemon were, and I got a little distracted there at the end. I was so proud of myself too, because I've got so good at like setting everything up so that the ad comes up and we're not on the side and all that, and then I fucked that up right there at the end. But it's all good. It happens. That's what live TV is about. Besides, I need to fuck up a little bit so Taekwon has some shit to talk, right? Speaking of talking shit,
Okay.
our title, TNA, which we talked about, TNA, Jordan Grace, Temptation Island, Netflix edition. So this is coming from comicbook.com's Charlie Ridgely. Fan favorite series moves to Netflix for a new season. Temptation Island is coming to Netflix for its 9th overall season. You're probably wondering, like, I don't have any expectations for you, Matt. You can't disappoint me anymore. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Makes me feel good. Temptation Island is one of those garbage reality TV shows that me and my wife love to watch.
Of course.
And it was funny to me that this came up because we were just having a discussion about like how a lot of stuff we used to watch we don't really enjoy anymore. There's some stuff we just kind of watch because we've been watching it. It's stuff either I enjoy a little more than she does or she enjoys a little more than I do. But it's like, and then she goes, I can't wait for Temptation Island to come back because I love watching that show with you and us just talking shit about these couples. So for those of you who are unaware, the premise of Temptation Island is couples decide to go to an island full of attractive singles and then are separated on opposite sides of the island. All of the women from 4 or 5 couples go to one side of the island, and all the men from those same couples go to the other side of the island and live in a house with a bunch of singles. And then they spend weeks being tempted to see if they can figure out if this person is really right for them before they take the next step, or try and work through some issues in their relationships and figure them out. And basically, it's just like, I think my boyfriend isn't faithful. He has a history of cheating. I need to know he's going to be faithful. And the best way to test that is to take a bunch of women and put them on an island on TV and try and make him or her be unfaithful.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, 9 times out of 10, it works. And then at the end of the show, you have the option to leave with your spouse, to leave by yourself because you've discovered new things about yourself, or leave with the person that you have become most attached to on the island that is not your spouse.
That's so crazy.
Throughout the show, they do bonfires where you get to watch clips of all the fucked up shit your spouse is doing with zero context behind it.
I don't like that.
The amount of people who've had to sit there and watch their significant other fuck somebody else on this island.
No, that's hands will be thrown. Somebody might go into the fire. I don't know. I also wouldn't put myself in that situation. Because the fuck?
No, it was a compliment. And I never waste semen. You know that. That's what your mouth is for. See, look, he's grabbing the cuck chair. The best part, though, is we see everything, right? So we'll see somebody go and cheat on their significant other and then come to the bonfire and watch their significant other cheat on them and then get mad like they weren't just getting their dick sucked or they weren't just, fucking around. And it's like, how are you, like, they're supposed to be faithful, but you get to go have your fun? Like, it's such good, terrible train wreck TV.
They just want people's relationship ruined. Because like you said, you're going to put them in houses with 10 probably plus singles of the opposite gender and just no. You have that much lack of your relationship or faith in your partner that you have to go on the show. Just fucking break up.
Yeah. So Netflix is continuing to put emphasis on reality dating shows. I don't know why I said reality weird. Love is Blind and The Ultimatum are massive hits on the streaming service, and not an already established series in the same genre is joining the lineup. Over the weekend, Netflix picked up the new season of Temptation Island, which, by the way, aired on USA and Peacock. So this is another show that Netflix has snagged from NBC. First Raw, now Temptation Island. The series that puts couples in a position to see if the grass is really greener on the other side or if they're willing to work on what they have together. This will be the third home for Temptation Island since the show's inception. Temptation Island first premiered on Fox back in 2001 and ran for 3 seasons. It returned in 2019 with a new iteration on the USA Network. That's where I first started watching it, so I didn't even know about the Fox stuff way back when. And that version of the show lasted for 5 seasons, and now it moves to Netflix to try and replicate some of the success of Love is Blind, which is I thought was weird because, like, in my head, I'm like, I don't feel like Temptation Island's had 9 seasons, but I've only watched the 5 since 2019. I didn't know about the 3 from way back when. So now math is mathing. There's no word on exactly when Netflix is looking to begin work on Temptation Island. In the meantime, though, the service has several new additions waiting in the wings. Netflix recently revealed the full list of TV and movie shows set to arrive on the streaming service over the course of February. There are plenty of exciting additions on the horizon, including the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender TV series. The biggest day for the new additions next month, however, is on the first day, and the full list of movies and shows hitting Netflix on February 1st are American Assassin, Anaconda, Enough, Fury, The Great Gatsby from 2013, How to Train Your Dragon 2, It Chapter 1, Magic Mike's Last Dance, Moneyball, The Other Boleyn Girl, Pacific Rim, Resident Evil Retribution, SWAT Under Siege, Shot Caller, Something's Gotta Give, Tom and Jerry, X, which Katie and I and Will and Reek. Will was not there. That was Reek. Recently just covered along with Pearl over on Getting Off, so you guys can go check that out. Young Sheldon season 6 and something in Spanish that I'm not even going to try and butcher.
Well, at least you're honest.
I'm 100% honest here. Maybe we need to do Resident Evil on Getting Off.
I've seen all of the Resident Evil movies. I am 100% down. Can we make that the buffer episode between that, but between the second set of movies we're watching and the Leprechaun stuff?
We can do that. Yeah, we can do Resident Evil.
Yes. Finally.
Right, so on Getting Off for the next month, your lineup, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Barricade and Oculus this Sunday. 2 weeks from this Sunday will be No One Lives and Incarnate. These are all WWE produced horror films. Then 2 weeks from that will be Resident Evil, the franchise. And then on St. Patty's Day, we will be covering the Leprechaun franchise, including Leprechaun Origins, another WWE produced horror film.
I love how prepared we are for Getting Off this year.
It's crazy, right? Like every week we're like, what are we going to do this week? And now
we're like, oh my God.
We got a month full of shit set up.
I can't wait to tell the group. They're going to be so excited. They're going to be so proud of us. And if they're not, rude.
Yeah. All right. Did you check out? So you're a Mortal Kombat fan in general, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And did you see the latest Mortal Kombat movie?
I saw it in theaters. Yes, I did.
Okay. So more Bloody Disgusting news. Carl Urban says Mortal Kombat 2 is the most action-packed fun I've ever had as production wraps. This is from Mike Williams over at Bloody Disgusting. Do you know who Carl Urban is playing in the new Mortal Kombat 2?
He's Johnny Cage.
Which bothered me a little bit because, like, okay.
The Miz.
So, well, yes, but also I grew up on, like, old school Mortal Kombat. So, like, Carl Urban strikes me more as a Kano than a Johnny Cage.
I can see that. Okay. Fair.
And I feel like he's a little old to be playing because, like, so the Mortal Kombat movie is kind of like it set up the beginning of this version of the Mortal Kombat universe with Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, all these people, Sonya Blade, introduced Cole Young, the new character, which, by the way, the fact that we did that and then we made a fucking game and we didn't put Cole Young in it, even as a DLC character, is fucking bullshit and still pisses me off. Now we're bringing in Carl Urban, who's playing an old ass. Why is Butcher playing Johnny Cage? That's what I'm saying. Like, he's going to be an old Johnny Cage. So, like, I guess the idea of like a washed up action star for Johnny Cage playing him older makes sense. But
yeah, don't put the next one up.
I give a fuck about the fact that they introduced a brand new character and then didn't let me play as him in a fucking game. That's what I care about. All right.
Yeah. It's just.
I'm also not.
Yeah, don't
No.
do that.
All right. So Carl Urban marked the end of filming on Simon McQuoid's upcoming Mortal Kombat 2 on his Instagram, calling it the most action-packed fun I've ever had. Fun being the key word there, Taekwon. Urban, no, he's going to say some shit.
Yeah, he is.
Urban, who plays Johnny Cage in the follow-up to the 2021 film, also took the opportunity to show himself sans beard, which will no doubt be growing back for the boys, which will return for season 4 later this year. We've not seen a picture yet of Urban as everyone's favorite action movie star through MK2 producer Todd Garner. Though MK2 producer Todd Garner has given us a peek of what to expect a few weeks back. Garner had taken to X last week to announce that filming had wrapped for the film, which, according to Garner, won't have a trailer out just yet. I know I'm going to start getting a lot of messages about, like, when is the trailer? When is the trailer? It's going to be a while, he says. We're going to work hard. We're going to get it done. I think we made something special, and I hope you agree. Directed by Simon McQuoid, who also directed the first film, Carl Urban joins the returning combatants Louis Tan as Cole Young, Jessica McNamee as Sonya Blade, Josh Lawson as Kano, Tadanobu Asano as Lord Raiden, Makad Brooks as Jax, Ludi Lin as Liu Kang, Chin Han as Shang Tsung, Joel Taslim as Bihan Sub-Zero, Hiroki Sanada as Hanzo Hasashi Scorpion, and Max Huang as Kung Lao.
Yes.
The new characters for Mortal Kombat 2 include Martin Ford as Shao Kahn, Anna Thu Nugent as Queen Sindel, Toddy Gabrielle as Jade, Adeline Rudolph as Katana, Desmond Kaim as King Jared, Damon Harriman as Quan Chi, and CJ Bloomfield as Baraka.
Bro, I was pissed I didn't get Katana in the first movie. Now we're getting so many people. I'm so excited.
And there's Carl Urban sans beard as Johnny Cage.
He looks so weird without a beard. I don't like it. I don't even watch The Boys, but like he looks better with a beard.
So like Carl Urban's in so much, like he's in Doom with The Rock, which is like, I feel like one of the first Carl Urban things I really remember him from. But yeah, no, he's the main character in Doom outside of Dwayne.
Outside of The Rock.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, he is the main character. Like Dwayne is there and he's the bad guy, but that makes me uncomfortable, right? Carl Urban sans beard makes you uncomfortable. But excited, apprehensive. I had issues with the first MK movie, but we'll see.
Listen, a lot of people had issues with the movie, especially if they loved the games and like the franchise and everything. I didn't really have like a lot of issues with the movie. The Cole Young thing still like kind of throws me. It's like, who the fuck is this guy? But I have no issues.
Is it not Makad Brooks?
I don't know. I don't even think I've ever seen the name before.
So he was in a lot of the CW Arrowverse stuff.
Oh.
People hate that movie because they hate fun.
Also true.
He played Jimmy Olsen in all of that stuff through Supergirl and stuff like that. So that's how I know him. And that's also how I heard the name pronounced. So that's where I got it from.
Fair.
So blame the Arrowverse for that. You want to watch the trailer?
Yes.
So we have a Red Band trailer. We have a Roadhouse trailer. Which one do you want to watch first?
I kind of want to watch the Red Band trailer.
All right. A little Sydney Sweeney action for you.
God's reason for a reason, but I'm still searching for what that reason is.
Oh shit.
In my mother's father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Sydney Sweeney as a nun is kind of doing it for me. I'm not going to lie.
I need you to relax.
Hello? I know God saved me for a reason, but
Take it easy up there.
For what that reason is. Too much blood of Christ.
It's a miracle. You are with child.
It's not a miracle. That's something a priest did.
See that shit in the background?
Mm-hmm.
Out of all the women in the world, why did he choose me? How can we trust what's inside you?
Suffering. You should love. Suffering. 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 You should love.
So Mary, Mother of Antichrist, is what I got from that.
That should be the fucking subtitle. I love that. We still need to do a whole getting off of like religious horror movies.
We do. There are a
After
lot.
Leprechaun, we'll add it to the list.
That'll be like an entire series of shit. That could be a month-long thing. There's so many of those.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just lay in. I mean, it wasn't laying in a puddle for no reason. Bakley. I don't know if you're familiar with baptism as someone who doesn't have a soul to get baptized, but I mean, it's a thing.
He said, I know. But also, it wasn't just like some random ass puddle. She was probably just chilling. She was like, I'm pregnant with the Antichrist. I need a minute to myself.
I mean, we don't know that it's the Antichrist. I'm just assuming.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. People are jumping off roofs and people are eating blood. And we both were like, whoa.
Sniffing blood. And so I thought about this. I do not condone it, but as weird as religious people can be, the idea that this is the blood of the mother of an immaculate conception, I don't condone it.
No.
I understand the mindset of religious weirdos who would want to like shove their face in that because they think it's some kind of holy thing.
No,
not that it's right. But I get the mindset.
No, that dives into like cult territory and like alpha cults.
All right. This one's for me.
Okay.
Comicbook.com, Tanner Deadman. New Dragon Ball Sparking Zero trailer revealed during Battle Hour event. So, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero finally made another appearance this weekend at Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour event to show off more from the next fighting game in the series. This reveal has been long awaited, one following the announcement of the game back in March, before it ever even had a name, and people were just calling it a new Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi game. But barely anything has been said about the game since then, other than it getting a name and one trailer. That thankfully has changed today during the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour event. You can check out the new trailer for the game below, courtesy of the publisher Bandai Namco and the game's developer Spike Chunsoft. And we are going to check that out now.
Okay.
I'm gonna convert you into being a Dragon Ball Z fan eventually through something.
Through something. Yeah, we'll see about it.
They're making you watch video game trailers and never shutting up about it.
I mean, you guys did like whole ass podcasts about it, and I still haven't watched. So
my name is Goku, and Earth is my home. I'm still far superior to you. All right, let's go. Let our battle commence. Now,
That's
to
the
show you
confused
the
with Omas.
overwhelming power of a super elite Saiyan. Okay.
So Taekwon's a hater. So like, if Taekwon's talking shit, you should watch just for that.
the Saiyans are here as conquerors
Nothing.
of countless planets.
You lose. I'm angry.
Just same.
By my hatred, the Super
was
Saiyan
most
within me erupted
Great
to
movie.
life. Let's see if you can keep up. Let me show you. I don't care how strong you think you are. I am going to win. If that's what you want, then I'm not going to waste any time. I'm quite eager to see how you've been training in the afterlife. This is what I call Super Saiyan 3. You had better be ready to kill me. For you to go this, you must have wanted to settle the score real badly, huh, Vegeta? I will defeat you this day. So this is a Super Saiyan God's power.
At least you understand.
Tired? Too bad. I won't lose. I'm looking for what's beyond strength. There's no limit to the strength of the Saiyans. Breakthrough?
There was a lot going on.
That was Goku and Vegeta.
I thought, who's the green one?
Piccolo.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Never mind. Man, it's Monday. I'm tired. I'm sick. Leave
Did
me
you
alone.
think Vegeta was green because vegetables?
Yeah. Well, no. I don't know why. Every time I heard the name, I thought he was the green one.
Their sons do become
Don't
friends.
tell Reek and Just because they're gonna get mad at me.
The green one is black, as Taekwon said.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I
I didn't. There was
Little
so
person.
much happening. There was so much happening in that trailer. I don't even know.
Well, it went through a bunch of different stories throughout the years, as these two are rivals from pretty much the time that they meet.
Okay.
Through the entire series. Vegeta goes from being one of the main bad guys to an ally and one of the favorite good guys for a
Okay.
lot of people like me. His son is my favorite character in the whole series. Future version of his son where everyone died and he's got anyway, it's a long story, but
Oh my god.
Vegeta is Travis's favorite. So
Okay. I'm taking notes in my head. There's a lot going on.
Vegeta, even though it sounds like vegetable, is not green. And Taekwon just hates this because when they power up, they get Aryan and blonde hair and blue eyes, and that's why Taekwon doesn't like it.
Oh my god.
So,
Anyways.
I think we got one more trailer. We got the Roadhouse trailer, and then Travis has a Vegeta poster in his office. Vegeta. So, like, there's this whole thing that they did for a while called Dragon Ball Abridged, where they took episodes of Dragon Ball Z on YouTube, this channel called Team 4-Star, and they dubbed over them and made like a new version of the series, but made it really fucking funny. However, I do believe for a lot of the humor to be funny, you have to be kind of familiar with what's going on in the stuff. But it was great, and I absolutely loved it. And it kind of like, in a time where we were in between getting Dragon Ball stuff, it filled that gap for me and really entertained me. They did a lot of shit before it got shut down for copyright shit. We never got the end of it.
Well, yeah.
They have all of Bridget's favorite abridged versions of anime over at Team 4-Star. So
Okay.
let's watch Roadhouse, and then we'll call it a day.
Wait.
Before we start, do you have insurance?
What?
Your coverage good? Like, you have dental?
Oh, haha.
Is there a hospital nearby? Is it like too far?
About like 25 minutes, I'd say.
I just slapped you. Are you all right?
What?
Oh shit.
We like to fight. You ever win?
No one ever wins a fight.
Oh yeah, I forgot I saw clips of him in a UFC octagon.
A friend of mine suggested I come talk to you. I own a roadhouse out in the Florida Keys. Lately, it's been attracting the wrong clientele. I can pay you good money. Judging by your car, you need that.
Well, I like my car.
Think about it.
I know who you are. Elwood Dalton.
There's a lot going on. I apologize, Amani.
You guys got a knife under his shirt. You just take a big step back and pop me in the face. You can do it.
This is what happens when you don't show up as often anymore.
Tell me about this bouncing.
That's all nice, like he's Mr. Rogers or something, but then he'll haul off. Really interesting guy.
No, I did fuck
overall.
that up. That's not me.
Grant wants to take the roadhouse away from me. He wants to build some resort.
I should warn you. People have a certain way of getting things done around here.
Hey, fellas. Looks like you're having a smashing night. Dalton! I got a tip for you. Don't let no one get this close.
Let me guess. Threaten me. Tell me to get out of town.
I get the impression that you can't be threatened.
Once Knox is on the job, it's over, baby.
It takes a lot to get me angry, but when I am, I just can't let go. People seem a little aggressive around here.
Is that one a friend of yours?
No, I just broke his arm.
Kind of reminds me of Never Back Down a little bit for some reason.
Oh my god, I forgot about Never Back Down. True. Listen, I'm gonna see it. Jake Gyllenhaal's ripped, looking beautiful. Conor McGregor, even though he's a piece of shit, looks funny as hell in this movie. I'm in.
Series
Oh, it's a series? That was a
on
movie.
Prime. No, I'm pretty sure it's a series on Prime.
Oh, okay, I'll also watch it. I just thought it was gonna be a movie.
Well, I just get more content. That's all.
True.
Amani, I do apologize. It was my fuck up. You know I love you. She's here. She doesn't say anything, which is why I didn't know you were here. I fucked that up. I apologize. I'm down for more Roadhouse. I swear on the thing it said TV series.
Yeah,
Hold
because
on.
it's a movie.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah, I also thought it was a movie. And Bigley said, and be nice to Connor, he's having a midlife crisis. I don't give a fuck. It looks good.
I don't know. I guess it is a movie. It says Roadhouse movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. The where is this? It says, dude, I swear it said TV series in the thing.
I mean,
But-
that's okay. That's good.
Oh. Either way, like I said, it reminds me of Never Back Down a little bit for some reason, and I really enjoy that movie, so I will definitely check this out. I know it's gonna be something Kate's gonna really want to watch, so it's right up her alley. Good to see Pardo in it. From Mayans, weird seeing him as a bad guy. I also like. I love that Bakley's here for that because it's got the UFC tie-ins, and he's the only thing I have as UFC reference for most stuff. That New Japan, he's constantly giving me all of the info I need. So go check out Cage IQ on Twitter and everything that Bakley does with Floor Slapper Sports for UFC updates, for New Japan, or any stuff that you guys are interested in. He's been on our show a few times. I love to give him shit, but I do love him as a person as well. So go check that out. Katie, that's going to be it for today. Please tell them where they can find you.
You can follow me on Twitter, KaterAsson13, link Jeremy about to take all things Shaylee Showcase, twitch.tv/Shaylee Showcase, and youtube.com/Shaylee Showcase. Typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. We have Patreon, patreon.com/Shaylee Showcase. Inside the Mind of, my interview series is back. Newest episode is out, newest interview, whatever. So you can check that out. We did Rumble predictions last week. And this week we just talk about all the bullshit that happened after our show. Yay!
I mean, most of the bullshit happened before your show, and you had to deal with it.
Yeah, but that was before I read 67 pages
Yeah.
of bullshit, so.
Yeah. You guys can follow everything Creatia World on Instagram, TikTok, and X at It's Creatia World, ITSCREATI World. We are also on Facebook, and we are live on Facebook right now at facebook.com/Creatia World. So if Facebook is your thing, go check us out there. I haven't done this in a while, but we got a couple groups over there. Facebook.com/group/Smacking It Raw. If you are a wrestling fan, come join us. Again, a very laid back, chill, and drama free wrestling group. So if that's what you're looking for, come join us there. Just don't try and start shit because we will kick you. And facebook.com/group/them dragons. House of the Dragon will be coming back every day. We get closer to its return. And in the meantime, if you want to talk Game of Thrones, if you want to talk House of the Dragon, or you just want to talk dragons in general, we have that group. Travis will talk dragons. He will talk Dungeons and Dragons. He will talk Dragon Dong, whatever you want to talk. If it involves dragons, Travis is in. That group exists there for your fandom, so go check it out as well. You guys can follow me on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, at Matt Ridder, MATTRIDDER. It's still twitter.com in the webpage, so we're just going to go Twitter. And at Getting Off for your horror content, at Matt Ridder for your wrestling content, and everywhere else on social media, whether it is TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, or Threads, at Smacking It Raw. You guys can also find me this week on Young Kings Wrestling. That episode's available now. The newest episode from our Patreon is up, featuring Bridget, Mara, Kate, and I. For If You Have to Ask, I will be on Get Your Podcast this week, and Getting Off is back this Sunday.
He's a busy man.
Gonna be a busy week, and I'll be back with Travis to, I believe, talk porn on Wednesday as well. So all of this available for you for your entertainment. Thank you for tuning in. This has been your number one all that nerdish news source on places where you can find people having sex and everywhere else.